Hi guys, I'm back, ready to do another collective energy read with tarot. I'm gonna do the second half of March for you guys, for my collective. And so I'm gonna do. I know I did the first half. The first half of March kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. So anyways, I'm gonna start off from energy right now, because like this weekend feels really charged. It feels like there's gonna be a lot of like celebration. Get-togethers, like getting to know people. Like I feel like a lot of you are probably on the brink of meeting new people. There's like this energy that's like kind of creeping in. It's also Friday the 13th, so there's just so much going on that's gonna like transform. That's already transforming. Like I feel like a lot of you are already letting go of like soul contracts. I don't know how to, it's crazy. Because I was like shuffling my oracle deck, the What's Gossip oracle deck. I was shuffling it and just prepping before the video, and like I got let go at the bottom of the deck and past life, and it just popped out, like it just fell on the floor, like oh shit, it just fell out on the floor. So anyways, I feel like we're ending past life connections that have been like all fake. It was like fake flexing. So it's like you guys are ending past life connections that only had room to fake flex. So you're like pretending. It's right here. It says pretending wealth, showing off borrowed luxury, deceptive bragging, rich on Instagram, broken real life, which is pretty true. I mean, which I know like there's a lot of people are like that, but it also means like fake flexing friends, like people who you didn't really like, but you hung out with, like other people that you felt like didn't like you, but you hung out with them anyways. Because right now we're entering an era where we have to heal. There's like a healing phase that we have to go through. We're not wasting our time anymore. So this collective, you guys aren't wasting your time anymore. You guys are letting go of past life fake flexing. So that's immediately what I got. So that's already coming in. That energy is already coming in towards the weekend. So okay. So you guys, so I'm working with the oracle right now, but I'm going to pull up the tarot. So you guys were dealing with a situation that was like your safe space, but it just wasn't feeling safe anymore. It got, my cards like were upside down. So like your safe space turned upside down. It turned unsafe for you. And the safe space was like your emotional sanctuary, like somewhere that you just felt like, you could be yourself. You just could just chill, like be comfy, you felt protected, like you felt like you were able to be vulnerable and you felt safe, but you felt attacked. Something about like this past weekend made you feel attacked, and it made you think like it made you feel like you had commitment issues, or like you were dealing with people that had commitment issues, and like you were always kind of like left on red. But it gave you closure. Like it hurt, but it gave you closure. It's giving you closure. It's like you're gonna feel free finally. There's like a heavy weight that's lifting off of you this weekend, and it's gonna let you have fun. You're gonna see the commitment issues. Like you're gonna see what you're not waiting for anymore. Like you're not gonna be left on red anymore, because you're heading towards like a closure moment, and it has to do with your past life safe spaces that you were dealing with. Where like you're heading towards like being your own boss, and feeling confident in your business, and just taking control, because like you were kind of just like backseating your life for a while, dealing with people that like you were just fake flexing with, like because you couldn't like move up. You felt like you couldn't move up because people were gonna talk shit or something, or be like catty, even though you guys were being sincere, or like for at least like for the most part, at least you thought you were being sincere, because everybody thinks differently. So this weekend, I guess, so this weekend, what's gonna happen from now until the end of the month? Okay, so we're already having a big entrance. Like you guys already had something crazy happen this past weekend, and or like, and you're anticipating something. You feel the energy come in. So let's see what's coming. So what's coming? Okay, so this card was like flipped upside down in the deck. So I have the Empress with the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you're heading into the second half of the month, feeling stable and feeling like hot. Like you feel emotionally stable. You feel like abundantly stable. Like, your house, you feel like you're in control of yourself and your stability this weekend. Like you feel beautiful. You feel like radiant. But behind is the 6 of Wands, but you're not telling anybody about it, because you don't want people to rain on your parade. Because let me see, you're not telling people about it because you're coming out of this destabilization. Like you're not celebrating that yet, but you're still coming out like feeling stable and looking good. So like what you're hiding, the instability that just happened between, it's actually, oh wow. So this destabilization that you're not celebrating right now, like you don't want people to know, you're not even talking about it, because it's like something it broke down, is is so positive. It's like a false world is breaking down, and you're becoming like enlightened. Like there's like a bright sun, like you could see things clearly, and you feel freer because this broke down, this fake flex broke down, you know what I mean? And like there's like a new start coming fast. Someone's gonna try to like communicate with you quickly, or like something is coming towards you like as soon as, real quickly, and it has to do with, let me see, a Knight of Wands. So like you're having a new passionate start, and you might meet someone new. You guys might meet someone new, and this is someone you're gonna possibly have sex this weekend, I hope, right, you guys? Anyways, Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's like this new passionate beginning. You're not gonna have to fight for it anymore. You're not gonna have to fight for it. Your defenses are down. You give up on fighting over it. Like this new beginning, you're gonna give up fighting. So it's like either Sagittarius, you're like a Sagittarius is coming in, or a player from before, after the stabilization. This destabilization happened. Either you're gonna get a new person coming in who's a Sagittarius, or it's just like gonna be a passionate start like to your new life, or it's gonna be a person coming back after the big destabilization happened with I don't know. Well, okay, with the past, they're probably coming back. There's gonna be like some kind of decision finally being made, or like it's gonna be like there's no more juggling something. Something's gonna stop being juggled. But it has to do with like a passionate toxic tie. So like there's gonna be some kind of stopping. Like there's something really toxic about what someone wasn't juggling anymore, or like, yeah, there's like this toxic, okay, I just got a weird feeling. This toxic person wants to fight with you. They want to fight with you. So like, even though they weren't able to make a decision, they still want to, there's a really deep, really strong connection with someone that you feel like you have to defend yourself from. Because he's just like really flaky. He's really flaky. It's all spark, all bark, no bite, but he's going to want to start something new. But it's either, it could go either way. You're going to meet someone this weekend though. Or at least by the end of the month, like before the end of the month. So yeah, hold on. Okay, so I had to stop the video. But anyways, if you got this far, please like and subscribe to my channel, please. Anyways, I left off with someone coming towards you guys, either a new person or the past person that wants to rekindle because they have a toxic tie to you, very possessive of you, but doesn't tell anybody. So okay, so either that, or you're gonna have a toxic passionate tie begin with someone this weekend, and it could be from someone from your past. It might be someone that you like hang out with again, and something just rekindles, and like what you thought you had seen before that you never like wanted to touch, it confirms it. Crazy. I didn't even think that that would even come up, but that's three possibilities for you guys coming up this weekend. It's a Friday the 13th. So I had the Lovers in reverse wanting to come out. So there's like a destabilization, a connection. You either hear of it, or it happens to you. I feel like I heard that. I felt like I heard that you hear of it, like you catch wind of a breakup or something. And so before the end of the month, something that a breakup doesn't manifest, something, or a breakup is manipulated. Like it's not a real breakup. That's what I get from that. It's not a real breakup. It's manipulative. But it's like a way of trying to like detach from the bond, I guess. There's like some kind of like detachment, like mental clarity that's coming from that random breakup or whatever. I'm getting all these random things. It's like some kind of unfair judgment, like things are becoming clear on how unfair they were, on how like bad judgment called on like what they're trying to manipulate. Like it's clear, like you can't, like they were manipulating a breakup, like, or a whole love situation, or some kind of crazy thing. I don't, something is clear. You're gonna catch wind. There's like a clear breakthrough understanding of what a dynamic is, okay? And and it's gonna bring a big death and rebirth transformation when it comes to that relationship. So like something is ending. It could be with the Scorpio. It could be, I heard like Aries. It could be with an Aries. If definitely a Gemini for some reason, like definitely a Gemini, like for sure, or like an air sign too, but definitely a Gemini. There's a Gemini, a Scorpio, Gemini. Let me see, Aries, a Taurus. So there's like a death and rebirth to a commitment. There's like a commitment. What about the commitment? Is it? Let me see. So this is a Ten of Swords. So there's a painful ending. There's a painful ending coming to a commitment that you caught wind of, or it's happening to you. Either you're gonna hear about it. I think you guys are hearing about it. I don't know if it's happening to you guys, but there was a terrible, like a devastating ending. So what's coming for you by the end of the month? No more mind games. You're not gonna have any more mind games because something painful had to happen. There's like a painful ending that was making you, the mind games, like not having mind games, like, but it was like making you unstable. It was making you unstable, and like there was no more happiness. Like, sorry, there was like the fantasy was gone. Like some kind of fantasy disappeared. So by the end of the month, let me get my oracle. What's coming by the end of the month to my collective? So recap. You're gonna meet new people. You're meeting new people this weekend. Or before the end of the month, you're gonna either run into someone like a hot Sagittarius. You might have a fling, but it might turn toxic, or your ex might come back. Either that, like, someone that you already kind of like knew before from your past, but you're not sure. And so by the end of the month, you're gonna be dealing with the soul contract, okay? And it's actually, this was meant to happen. So this whole breakup and like illusion behind of a relationship and how things were manipulated, you meeting new people, you becoming freer, you becoming like in your boss bitch phase this weekend by the end of the month. It was all divine timing, because you had soul contracts to end or to re-sign. There's some kind of like soul contract that you're gonna have to re-sign. Either it was like because you're restarting something again with a new understanding, something ended, something is like transforming, or you're meeting someone again from a past life this weekend or before the end of the month. So you're meeting someone again, you're going to do another soul journey with someone, you're going to sign another contract with this person in this lifetime, and it all has to do with divine intervention, because you kept getting catfished. You kept getting people lying about who they were and what they are. So just be careful this time around. You're more aware of it. Don't get you're gonna speak up about it. So now you're not getting catfished. Maybe you'll be close to getting catfished, but you'll be like, oh wait, what the fuck, You're just trust the signs. Don't sign another toxic contract. Like, if you know already, trust the signs. You already. But I feel like this person is gonna be your safe space. going to be like another past life connection. It's a past life connection, but this time it's safe. And it's going to help you do closure, have closure, and leave someone. You're going to end up leaving someone on red. That's it. By the end of the month. Okay. Relationship only. Bye.